Hi everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me. So in this video, we are going to discuss Sebastian Rogers a little bit more. Quick update or a quick summary if you don't know. Sebastian Rogers is a 15-year-old autistic boy who went missing on February 26th, or was reported missing on February 26th. So it's been almost 2 months. It's been so close to 2 months, we may as well just say he's been missing for 2 months. And his father, Seth Rogers, has been active in the search for him. And his mom, Katie, and his stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, they don't seem to be quite as concerned as Seth is. I have a new theory about that. And I've heard some crazy theories, and I was going to keep this theory to myself. But other people are sharing, just in my opinion, what are really insane theories. Like I've heard Katie is part of a cult and sacrificed him to the cult. All kinds of things, you know, just insanity. And I mean, if people can share their insane theories and be bold enough and brave enough to share them with Vinnie Politan, you know, I'm going to share mine. So, but first I want to share some of my aggravation, which I have previously shared before. Seth made this quick video here, and I got this off of AB, I think that's how you say his channel name, off of his channel, because there are some channels who have posted it, which I refuse to visit those channels because I think that they're snakes. But I love AB. His channel might mean something. There might be a longer title for his channel there. If you know it, please let me know. I may be completely off track. But anyway, that is where I got this clip of Seth from.
Me and Chris are putting our differences aside. It's not about our egos. It's about finding Sebastian. Me, Chris, and Katie will begin working together. And if everybody else could just fuck off and put your egos aside, help us find our son. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is the goal of this shit. If you can't get on that, get the fuck.
And of course, he got that from Justin from TikTok, who is also, I like Justin. But I do have something to say about this. Seth, you know, says, you know, they have chosen to put their vendetta aside, their whatever, their egos aside to search for Sebastian. That's fine. I agree with that. I think it should have been done 2 months ago, but I agree with that. Again, it should have been done 2 months ago. It should have always, every second, been about finding Sebastian. Okay? There was never, at any point, any room for childish man play. There was just no room for any of this behavior. And it's been ridiculous. It really has been. And I've tried to be on Seth's side. I've tried to be supportive of him. But I just found his comments here very irksome. And not, I get what he's trying to say. He's not really Mr. Wordsmith. I get what he's trying to say, but at the same time, he says, so, like something along the lines, so if you can't put so you need to put your ego aside if you're going to help. And to me, he has a whole hell of a lot of nerve talking about anyone else's ego when him and Proudfoot are just constantly, you know? It was a ridiculous statement to make. He either could have just kept it to himself, or just said, we're burying the hatchet, or we're going to work together, or not said anything at all. He didn't have to say anything at all. And at the end of the day, it's no one's freaking business what you two do. It's nobody's business. But I do have a theory. Oh, but first I want to share this. I also got this from AB. because I couldn't find the original post, and I hunted for it. I think they took it down or something. Maybe they didn't. Let me know if you know otherwise. But this post... Again, that's fine, but day one, it should have all been about finding Sebastian. There should have been no energy, whether mental or physical, wasted on anything other than finding Sebastian. Those first days were the most crucial. And you all blew it. You all blew it. But now let's get to my theory. And it may seem ridiculous to a lot of people, but after I have seen the way these two men have behaved, Sebastian's stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, and Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, who I'm sure he loves his child. I'm sure he absolutely loves Sebastian. I'm not doubting that for a minute, but you can tell even from the very beginning, before he was exhausted, because he was like, people are defending him, saying, well, he's exhausted. He's operating on very little sleep. He's in pain. He has an injury. He's on medication. That's all well and good. That's great. But I'm going from what I've seen of him in the beginning up till now. And also the behavior I've seen from Chris Proudfoot from the beginning up till now. And I've developed a theory. Again, it may seem ridiculous, but I have heard some crazy, ridiculous theories, so I'm going to share mine. Because after the behaviors I've analyzed and I've watched a lot of coverage on both of these men, I think it is very possible that Katie sent Sebastian somewhere where he can be safe from both of these father figures. I think it is extremely possible. It's unlikely. I know it's unlikely. I know it's a stretch. I know it's a reach. But there is a minute possibility that she said, fuck these two guys. They're both crazy. You know, Chris is a monster and Seth is a loose cannon. And I need to do something right for this child for once in my life, for once in his life. I'm going to send him away to where he is safe. Again, I know it's a crazy theory. It's out there. I understand that. But it is just as plausible as all these other insane theories I'm hearing. I saw something about it was an alien abduction, and the person was dead ass serious. Okay, so I think that my theory is fine. Again, I know it's crazy. I know it's out there, but what if she did that? Maybe she did that, and that's why she's not behaving the way you all think she should be behaving. Maybe that's why she's not really looking for him. Maybe that's why she's just going through the motions and she's not getting very worked up about this. Because she already knows where he is and knows that he's safe from these two maniacs. Now, maybe I'm off base by saying, Chris Proudfoot, we know he's violent. Seth, I'm not saying he's violent, but he's volatile. He's a hothead. We don't know. We don't know, right? And maybe she just decided that Sebastian needed to be protected. Maybe, you know, Chris wanted Sebastian out of the house and wanted to basically give full custody to Seth. And maybe she didn't want him to have full custody for very good reasons we know nothing about. She doesn't owe us an explanation. Honestly, she doesn't. She might, if she knows where Sebastian is, she maybe owes the police an investigation. And also, maybe she didn't tell Chris anything because you know, she didn't want him to know, basically, pretty much. And so maybe Chris really doesn't know anything. And this is all about Katie. Now, maybe she could have gone a different route if this turns out to be the case. But I think that it is entirely possible. And I discussed this with Eric, and sometimes he thinks my theories are pretty wackadoo, some of the theories I come up with. But he agrees with me. He said after all of this footage I've forced him to watch, he also believes that Seth is a hothead. He's very volatile, and he thinks Chris is a POS, and he thinks it's entirely possible Katie stepped up for Sebastian for once, and did the right thing in the eyes of a mother. Maybe not the right thing, you know, in the eyes of the law, but he may very well be someplace that he's perfectly safe. And Katie may be aware of it, and she's just like, la-di-da-di-da. Now, yes, she did pass the lie detector test, the one she took, but we have no idea what she was asked on it. So, anyway, that's just one of my theories. It's not, I don't exactly completely, I'm not convinced that's what happened. Of course not, because it's just a theory. And again, I know it's ridiculous and it's out there. But you definitely can't deny that it's a real possibility. Because mothers, no matter how much you dislike a woman, mothers, a normal mother, will do anything to protect their children when they feel like they're backed into a corner. And we don't know the dynamics. We don't know what was happening. We don't know what was happening in Seth's house. We only know what Seth has told us. And people are like, oh, he's a classy guy. And now, first of all, no, he's not. He's not classy. And they're like, you know, he's the real deal, and he's out there looking for him. Congratulations. He's out there doing what a parent is supposed to do. So what? He's doing what a parent's supposed to do. I'm not going to give him a medal for that. I'm just not. I know you want me to. I know everybody wants me to kiss Seth's ass, but I'm just not going to. I don't buy his shtick. I tried to be Team Seth, but like I said, I just don't buy his shtick. And you know, I think that's great if the Proudfoots, and I'm like actually taking Katie out of that, because I think Katie is like doing her own thing. But I think that, you know, whatever that may be, but I think that Chris and Seth, they should have had that bury the hatchet energy on February 26th. Not all the way to hell in April. Nearing the end of April. So, just saying, there's a lot of problems. And I know everybody, again, I know everybody wants me to kiss Seth's ass, but they also want me to hate Katie. And I've had strong opinions about Katie, and I've expressed them in a previous video, but I think that was just because I was mad and I was irritated by just what I'd seen and stuff. But, you know, I was basically just saying, you're responsible for whatever happened to Sebastian. You may have not done anything to him, but you're responsible, which that still stands. If she is hiding him, she is responsible. But you know what? If that is the case, I applaud her. You hide that baby. But anyway, I don't want anybody coming at me with some bullshit like I'm crazy or I'm stupid, because you will be blocked, because I don't entertain that. I welcome opinions. I welcome great attitudes, and I welcome kindness. So if you want to come into my comments, and my viewers, my subscribers, my friends, you all know how to behave, so I don't have to tell you. And anyway, that's it. I'm going to go now. I have an appointment very early in the morning I have to get up for, so I gotta get motivated. So I will talk to everyone later. Bye.